Welcome back everybody, my name is Altamar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Where we left off last time, we completed Durleg's Tower, we killed a demon knight, took a soul drinker dagger back to Ulgoth's Beard, where a cult demanded we hand it over. We then carved a path through the cult and discovered that they had summoned a demon. I realize now that that fight could have been much easier than I thought. If we had only cast protection from evil on ourselves. I don't think the demon could have hit us with spells or his claws so effectively, but regardless, we did it the hard way, a little bit. Now we are back in Ulgoth's Beard. There are a few things I want to do before we end up going to fight Sarevok. Just a couple quick things that we forgot to do. We've already had it in the dagger. We don't really have anything to do in here. We need to go find that one woman whose son went adventuring and she wanted us to discover what happened to him. I think she's in this house. I could be horribly mistaken though.
What's your tale?
Thorella says, "Greetings, adventurers. You must excuse me if I'm nary a happy word to share this day. There has been a loss in the family, you see." Worry not, lady. Is there anything that we can do to help? Unless you wish to search for my errant son, then no. Tell us the tale, and we might be able to help. I have, or perhaps I should say had, a son named Dalton. He fell in with a crew of adventurers from Waterdeep. Dalton was always obsessed with the idea of being a hero. Alas, he has neither the brains nor the ability. Such is a mother's lot in life, however, to watch her child perform acts of idiocy despite her warnings or concerns. My poor boy took these acts of idiocy to the extreme. He and his thick-skulled cohorts took it upon themselves to plumb the depths of Durleg's Tower. They bought a ward token from that shyster Gelkin and made ready to leave. Though I begged and cried, Dalton still insisted on going. The band never returned. I fear that they were destroyed by the mad dwarf's machinations. That is the tale, sad but true. Rest easy, woman. We will find your son if he still lives. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Such kindness from strangers is unheard of in this harsh life. I will await Dalton's return with breathless anticipation.
Something you require?
Thank you for rescuing Dalton. He arrived back here just a few days before you did. The tales he had to tell were quite fantastic. Demon knights? Well, it was nice seeing my son, even if it wasn't for long. Here is some of my savings for your time. Your rescue may have been in vain, however. Dalton has set off in search of adventure again. That stupid child. Alright, well, we got some gold for it. Good enough. And now it is time to leave this place forever. We have pretty much come to the conclusion of Tales of the Sword Coast, and we're almost done Baldur's Gate in general. There is one more fight that I want to do outside of the Sarevok battle, and then afterwards we will be doing the Black Pits as well. I'm not sure how long the Black Pits take. I've never done them before, so we will be importing our main character, I think, to do that. Okay. You may have been wondering why I've left this area for so long. We are going to kill someone very important to the lore of Forgotten Realms, actually. I'm just going to let my characters take on these things. They're gibberlings. Even my mages should be able to hit them. Of course, I could be really wrong. There we go. Alright, gibberlings dead. Moving on. So the person we are going to be killing is a namesake of Forgotten Realms. He was written by R.A. Salvatore, and he is arguably one of the two most famous Forgotten Realms characters. The first, of course, being Elminster, and the second being him, Drizzt Duerden. I think it's Drizzt. But long story short, we are going to be killing him. That's why we bought these arrows of piercing. These arrows aren't particularly useful for fighting Sarevok. Well, I guess they are, but we're not going to use them for that purpose. What we do want them for, though, is so that our characters can actually hit Drizzt, or Drizzt, whatever his name is. Alright. Our Thaco is 5 and 4 respectively, which means with the arrows, our Thaco is 1 and 0. I'm also going to give this guy the... that kind of sucks, but we're going to give him those, just so he has that extra chance to hit. He loses a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Alright. There's a hobgoblin here. You there. I need some money and some healing. If you know what's good for you, you'll give it to me. You've got to be kidding. You're one hobgoblin. Why should we do anything but kill you? I'm a member of the Chill mercenary band. If you want all my friends breathing down your neck, then just keep pissing me off. You're threatening us? I think you've got things mixed up, you degenerate, foul-smelling beast. Before we end your miserable life, you should do some begging, and maybe throw in some information about these chills. Wait, hey, I'm sorry. Please just don't kill me. Please, I'll tell you about the chill. I'm just gonna tell him to shut up and get out of here. We've already killed the chill. You can shut up and get out of here. Bye. Okay, I don't want to waste any of my precious arrows, so I'm not going to use Monteron or Dorn in this fight. Those piercing arrows were expensive. Drizzt has some pretty outstanding stats in this game. He has negative 10 armor class, I believe. He also has a Thaco of 0. So he's pretty amazing, actually. He also has 100% or 99% magic resistance. Just a heads up, if you're planning on bringing a bunch of mages to the fight, like I am, they will be doing mostly summoning spells. And there he is. Okay. We're going to ignore the gnolls because they're not important to us.
Your voice is ambrosia.
We are going to summon some friends. Drizzt says, you there. Will you help a stranger in need? I am beset by gnolls. Fear not, we will not stand aside while another is in peril. The fight is joined, and I welcome your aid. Tiresome beasts these gnolls are. I'll be glad to be done with them. Drizzt is rough. I need to get into... Okay, looks like we've done a little bit of damage to him so far. I'm actually going to cast... once I summon some things, I'm going to cast Haste. Drizzt doesn't like us at this point, and he hits really hard, just as a heads up. He's barely injured at this point. So, he is now officially injured, but so is my character. My character took a little bit of a beating. And we're going to summon more things. And these guys are still just going to keep shooting. Eventually, we're going to run out of things to block Drizzt. Oh, Dikania, don't do that. He is injured still. Let's use some Wand of Monster Summonings. We need some more monsters in this fight. Okay, looks like my main character's feeling a little bit better, so back into the fray. Okay, he's no longer feeling better.
What is it now?
Stop touching me!
Hopefully, we're gonna actually be able to finish this. Drizzt is badly injured at this point. We're just going to keep summoning things to serve as meat shields for us while we continue to pour healing potions down our throat. Come on, bring him down. I don't even care if we get the killing blow so long as we kill him. He's near death, that's excellent. Let's go. Come on, you can do this. Okay, no you can't. You suck against Drizzt. We killed him. We killed Drizzt.
I'm on it.
Okay, now we'll just kill all the rest of the things.
Get over here.
That is arguably one of the hardest fights in the entire game. And he drops some cool loot. For those of you familiar with the lore, you will know sort of what he drops. I'm gonna go to High Hedge to identify it all and then show you what he does drop. We didn't actually lose any rep for that. I'm a little bit surprised. I remember in the original game that when he dies, you're supposed to gain 16,000 experience, which is a considerable amount, but you're also supposed to lose 5 rep. So I guess we didn't have that happen this time, which is fine, no big deal. There we go. I'm going to also clear out some half-ogres really quickly. I think they're up here. It was the one quest we actually forgot to do before. Oh, there's a guy named Tengden here. Stop where you are. If you throw down your weapons and cooperate, then no one will be hurt. If you don't, then you'll all die. A very simple decision on your part. We surrender to no one. Draw steel. Stupid, stupid, now you die. I wasn't actually prepared for a fight, although I'm pretty sure we can take these guys on with very little problem. Even fatigued.
What is it now?
I mean, we have our go-to magic missile swarm. I'm also going to remove the remaining arrows of piercing I have. I'm going to save them for the final fight. There's no point in using them against these weaklings. One dead. Oops. I just closed my game by accident. My mouse keeps going off the screen for some reason. Oh, now it's better. Okay, let's take care of this small group of bandits who seem to think that I am easy prey. I'm also going to heal, I think. And let's go take care of this. Little problem up here. Oh, that's just annoying. It's not particularly challenging, it's just irritating. She's casting a magic missile at us. You can tell by the telltale sparkles. Let's show her how it's done. There we go. Mine were much more effective. Once my character's fear wears off, we're not going to bother collecting scalps. We will be just continuing. We do have one more quick side quest to do in this area, killing some half-ogres for Bjornin. We missed that quest last time we came through. Oh, actually we didn't actually come through here before, which is why we missed that quest, but we're going to take the rest of my group and just go do that while my main character wanders around like an idiot. They should be just up here, I believe. Yes, right there. Eat magic missiles. Vikania is going to take the melee road in this one. Why are you not using normal arrows? That's fine. It's cool. We'll just start shooting at them. And more magic missiles. Magic missiles are awesome. One of the best spells in the entire game. I highly recommend you fill most of your level 1 spots with them. Just for that exact reason. It's just awesome to watch a whole bunch of them wipe out a group of half-ogres. I think that is all we have to do for that quest. I'm going to quickly check their bodies. I don't think we have to pick anything up, but just to make sure. Alright, it looks like we're good. So that is the half-ogre quest. I think we're now officially done with all the side quests. We're going to head to High Hedge, of course.
I'm on it.
As I mentioned, we're going to rest, actually. Let's see if we can get a good rest in. All of our characters are fatigued from haste, which actually didn't exist in the original game. You could cast haste and not become fatigued afterwards. In this one, you definitely do. I like that, because actually in the AD&D rules, I believe that was the case. The expenditure from moving so quickly made you tired, really tired afterwards. So that was a really cool addition. I actually like that. For on a roleplay perspective, it's kind of annoying in a game perspective, but from a roleplay perspective, it is awesome. So let's quickly identify everything. We have more than enough money to waste on even just 10 bolts, which apparently he can't identify, so Not our problem. And I'll show you what Drizzt dropped. Drizzt, whatever his name is, dropped. I think that we will be using some of it, actually. Not all of it, though. I don't think I have anyone that uses scimitars as a weapon. Unfortunately, I mean, he has some decent scimitars, for sure. Okay, so I'll show you all the loot we now got. Or now have, I should say. We have a cloak of protection +1, not very good. We have that chain +3. These bracers are AC 8. We're just going to sell them off. So he drops mithril chain armor +4. Very good armor. It can actually be used by... Oh no, it's not usable by mage thieves. I thought it could be. I guess it doesn't technically count as elven chainmail, but that's okay. We also have a cloak of the shield. And some shields, other bunch of junk. The scimitars. The first one is Icing Death. It is a +3 scimitar, which he got fighting a dragon. I can't remember the dragon's name, but he killed the dragon and took the scimitar as his prize. The other one is Twinkle +3. It is a defending defending scimitar, so it's a +3 weapon. Also gives +2 armor class. Quite good. So those two are his two weapons, and they're kind of awesome, actually. Evil and neutral cannot use the Twinkle. It has to be good characters. Oh, I actually found a +3 sling, which I'm going to give to Czar. Yes, I suppose that works. We have a Wizard Slayer axe. We already knew about that, and just a bunch of other random junk. Nothing of any note, really. We're gonna give the mithril armor to nobody, actually. I think all of our armor is better than the mithril chain, so we're gonna sell it.
Go on.
That's okay.
Right,
It was a cool fight nonetheless. Oops. So, we're going to sell that. We're going to sell that. Not going to sell that, actually. We're going to sell Wand of Lightning. The ring we'll keep for now. We have some more arrows. We have tons of arrows of piercing, apparently. We'll keep the Wand of Fire, just in case. Don't need that. And we definitely don't need that. Sell all that junk. Goodbye mithril chain +4. If it carried through to the next game, I would definitely keep it, but only one item will carry through our export, and that is going to be the golden pantaloons. Just as a heads up, Keel's Morningstar +3 is kind of awesome. Maybe I will keep that. I'm not sure if it's... And a Staff of Striking. I'm not sure if it's better than Edwin's current staff. We're not going to keep the battle axe or the butter knife. Well, keep the butter knife of Baldur because it's just kind of cool. Also, we don't really need the gold, to be honest. Alright, it's looking like we're pretty close to being all ready to go. Good enough. Alright. There's not going to be a lot of loot remaining in this game. The only thing I want to keep on my main character is the golden pantaloons, of course. We're going to swap back to our better gloves for sword fighting. Dorn's going to take up his blade as opposed to the bow. Wow, that is a decent staff. +3 staff with actually an amazing amount of damage. 1d6 +9. That's pretty impressive. And Morningstar. What are you good with, Vicania? You're good with Warhammers, maces, slings, and sword and shield. What does this count as? This counts as a flail or Morningstar, which is not in her group of weapons. Sadly, she cannot use it effectively, so... Oh well, it was worth a shot. We are now going to be heading to the Thief Warrens. And we are going to be hunting down Sarevok. There are only a few things left to do in this game. Before we go to the Black Pits anyways. So let's head out. The Thieves' Warren is of course in the... Oh damn, that's a lot of bandits. Lots of banditos. Czar, firewall them. Edwin,
Now!
fireball them. You go kill that one. Right, problem solved.
So, go on then.
I would be running in fear at this point in time, not standing around like these guys are. If I just watched, what? How many? 1, 2, 6 people get annihilated in 7 people get annihilated in seconds
Right, what's this then?
by a group, I would be out of there so fast. I definitely wouldn't stay around to shoot more arrows at them. Oh, we did miss one area. Okay, that one area up there just has some zombies in it. It's not really of a great importance. It's more of an early game thing, and we kind of didn't do it. You get 300 experience, I believe, for clearing out some low-level zombies. Feel free to do that if you wish. I'm not going to go bother. It's really not... Really? You're fatigued already? I guess you did walk for like 2 days or something, so we'll go quickly rest. And then it's going to be time to descend into the depths of the Undercity. Not to be confused with Waterdeep's Undercity. Actually, I think it's called Undermountain. Or below that, which is called Shadowport. Also a very cool city. Yes. Give me a cheap room. Thank you.
Sorted.
Fitting, it's nighttime. We're heading down into a dungeon. Excellent. So, off to the Thieves' Warrens and down into the Undercity. The next couple fights are quite neat. Some of them are fairly tough. The last fight is
I'm on it.
not quite as tough as Drizzt, actually, to be completely fair.
I'm on it.
So, there is that.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It will not let us venture out without all of our characters. So, we're going to head down
Gather your party before
once we're allowed to. Come on. Everyone's there.
Your end shall be quick.
Valletta Stiletto says, "Blast you all thrice over. I don't know who you be, but if you are in league with him that cut me down, you could all go straight to Hades. May the spirits of those that built this maze take you down." You look injured. Who has done this to you? Who? Sarevok it was. I recognized him from when I was, exploring the Iron Throne base the other day. I'll be alright. He was in too much of a hurry to do the proper job on me. You've got my blessing if you're tracking him down. Could you guide me through the maze so I can find him? Ha! No, I won't be doing that. I ain't ever seen anyone walk out of that maze alive. Not that you won't survive or anything. I bet you'll just waltz through there without a problem. Yes, sir. I'll just wait here to hear about it, though. I ain't got no wish to meet the undead that maintain her, nor the jellies that keep her clean. Gotta catch my breath, you understand? Where does the maze lead? I don't rightly know, though it is said there's a city beneath this one. Some archaeologist, smart-arse sage might be able to tell you more about it. It's not a proper city down there, you understand. Just the remains. Not surprising, really. If the site that Baldur's Gate is built on is so appealing, it would figure that there would have been one built here before. I care little. Nothing but dead down there now. Get moving. I understand. Rest ye well. Yeah, whatever. Just be sure to give that Sarevok a shank of steel.
Right, what's this then?
This place is much like Durlig's Tower in that it has a million traps.
Right, what's this then?
Do I remember where they all are? Not even a little bit.
I'll do your toil.
I'm pushing Dorn into trap areas, apparently. There are also mean, nasty enemies in here. In particular, there are 2 skeleton archers coming up
Sorted.
that are quite good at shooting things. Also, it is a maze. Oh, jellies.
You rat.
Main
Sorted.
character, that is your wheelhouse. You are responsible for the killing of everything.
Leave me.
Those are easy jellies. No problem there. What I might do is do the old
Go on. Right, what's this?
run up, get hit by a trap, reload, detect trap. It's faster. And I don't want to spend all day moving at a snail's pace through this place.
Right, what's this then?
So I'll run down the hallway and come to a stop.
Speak.
Get my group to catch up and save. And then it's around the next corner.
Sorted.
Nope, nothing there. Excellent. Off to a good start. 0 traps and another jelly. Mustard jellies. Everyone else get here.
Rang.
If we weren't already loaded up with experience, these are actually pretty decent experience. 2,000 apiece. Not too shabby at all. Come on, die already. We don't have all day to be whacking away at jellies. I'm gonna save.
Sorted.
Run down to the end here. And save again.
Go on then.
Get my group moving. I know the skeletons are around here somewhere. Although I haven't run into a single trap yet, this is odd. Odd and good, I guess.
You rang.
I'm not gonna complain. I think the skeletons are right around this corner. Do I know that for sure? No, not really. Oh, did they change them with Doom Guards? Well, that's kind of cool.
Be direct.
I don't remember there being Doom Guards in this place, so I'm guessing that they changed them. They used to be skeleton archers, and they were rough. Edwin, no, 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 wrong way. Follow the group. You idiot. Wait, how did you even get in there? Edwin, honestly, really? I'm not even sure. I'm not even mad, I'm just kind of amazed you got into a place that no one else can get to. Alright then. Edwin is on his own, I guess, for now. I'm not really sure how he got there. We're gonna have to go find him, I guess. Okay. Quick save.
You rang. Right, what's
I'm
this
hoping
then?
we can actually get to him at some point. Edwin, what have you done? Oh, there's the skeleton archers. And also some traps. A whole bunch of traps. And I'm dead. Yep. I forgot all about those traps. Or just didn't remember them to start with in the first place. Those are the skeleton archers in question. I'm going to drink an invisibility potion with Montron. And go deal with that small problem. Invisibility, where are you? I don't know why I'm singing this morning. Probably just tired, and apparently I sing when I'm tired. Character is too far away. That's okay. So once Montaron gets here, it's going to be a quick invisibility potion for him. And then he is going to go disarm some traps for us. Or get blown up by traps. I gave them to Dorn because I'm an idiot. Or I gave it to Dorn, I should say. Alright, quick save. Detect traps. It was kind of close to the skeletons, I remember, so. There's one. There was clearly more as I wandered. Ooh, that was close. 2, 3, 4. Anything else? I think we're okay. Charge! And everyone else can come here too. These guys are actually pretty good at shooting. You want to get into melee as fast as possible, if you can. I'm hoping we get Edwin back, because I honestly don't know where he is in relation to the group. Well, obviously I know where he is, but where in the maze he is. These guys hit fairly hard, actually. They're decent skeleton warriors, for sure. They're also worth 4,000 experience a kill. That's pretty good. Alright, let's quick save before we do anything foolish, like running down hallways. Edwin, where are you, buddy? It seems like it's just a wooden wall, though. I can't imagine it'd be that hard just to break through it if we needed to. I'm still not Still haven't found Edwin. He's all alone in this little hallway, and he might die because... Oh my god, there's a skeleton warrior here. I think that Edwin might not make it. Alright. Edwin is a high-level mage, he'll be fine. Although this skeleton is just tearing through... Actually, Edwin has invisibility. What am I doing? Go over here. Cast invisibility on yourself. Alright. Now while he is invisible, we're gonna let the skeleton tear my gnolls apart. That's fine. That's no big deal. I'm just really hoping I can find the group at some point. If I had Dimension Door, this would be really easy. I could just Dimension Door, back to the group, and all would be well. Unfortunately, I do not, and I don't think this is the right way. This is definitely not the right way. So he's going to wander doing that, and I'm going to try and find him. It looks like I will find him around this area. Or I will not. Although maybe. Damn mazes and their maziness.
Again, you disturb me.
I'm on it.
You are
Edwin, I just want you back, buddy. You're my friend. Well, you're not really my friend. You're an extremely useful companion.
Does not welcome me.
There's a dude here. A dead dude. It looks like this is the end. Okay, so Edwin will meet us at the end. There's a guy named Winsky Perorit. Cough. Well, well, I thought it would be you. Quite the little family reunion. Quite the little family reunion shaping up now, isn't it? I knew you would follow. You two are of the same blood. You must take the fight to him, lest he strike you down at his leisure. Not that it would matter. You have already beaten him. His plans are in ruin, and his allies are fleeing in droves. Such glorious goals they were, though none understood the true desire behind them. None but me, that is. Unfortunately, I am now expendable, but I expected no less. Let's see. What was your role in this? Why did you help him if you knew you were to be cast aside? What was my role? I was Sarevok's mentor, and tutored him in the blackest of rituals. If he had succeeded, there is no doubt I would be among the dead. But my name would live on in his wake. There are things beyond death, if you die in the right fashion, and how could there not be a place in history for the architect that shaped the actions of the ascending Lord of Murder? You would not understand. You were born to affect the realms. The rest of us must carve out our own place by whatever means necessary. I would kill you, but perhaps the anonymity you have attained is punishment enough. Get out of my sight. Your charity is admirable. You have definitely taken a separate path than Sarevok, though I wonder if it shall truly matter in the end. Leave me. I am no longer a threat to you or anyone. I'm just going to rest here a while. Interesting. It seems that Sarevok has cast aside some more of his people. Alright. Let's continue. At least Edwin is at the end, safely. Which way do I want to go? Let's try this way. Nope, I guessed wrong. Luckily, there's no punishment for guessing wrong in this one, other than maybe a trap, but we haven't run into one for a while, so here's hoping there aren't many of them left, and we can just cruise through to the end. It's looking pretty good so far, actually. Oh, dang. Ouch. Okay. Before everyone else wanders over that trap area, I'm going to get Montron to come here. At least my main character didn't die. That's something. What? Apparently there's an invisible stalker here. I'm not sure if that's better or worse than a visible stalker, actually. But we'll kill it. Nonetheless, we're going to quickly just move up slowly, detecting traps. It would appear that we've taken them out with our main character's face. Killed the stalker. Another 3,000 experience. I should save before racing down this hallway to my inevitable death. Excellent. We have made it to Edwin, who only made it here because of invisibility. It's a good thing I memorized that spell. Very important. Can I rest in here? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna save and head through here. So obviously there's a very cool looking cathedral amidst the ruins of this weird city. It would appear to be the only building left standing.
I warrant your attention.
Is Montron invisible still? I think he is. I'm going to use him to wander forward and just see what there is ahead of us. Looks like there's a group here. I'm guessing they're not friendly, being as the fact that they have lots of weapons and that I know that they're not friendly. Metagaming. Yeah, we'll go talk to them, I guess. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Ravin says, "A rather strange place to meet living members of the Sunlit Realms. I am curious as to why you are here. Could I rightly assume that you have something in common with the man Sarevok Anshev?" "We have nothing to do with Sarevok. He is a vile man, deserving only death." "You have a strong hatred for him, then. He doesn't seem to be that skilled at making friends. I am Ravin, in the employ of the Iron Throne. My companions and I have traveled from Symbia to learn what has been happening to our operations in Baldur's Gate. It seems that Sarevok has been quite busy, murdering Realtor and any other who got in his way. What he's done to you is anyone's guess. Wait, I recognize you now. You're Eltimar. Ah, so you've come here to end your crusade against the Iron Throne. Well, it'll be simple enough to dispatch you before we do Sarevok. My superiors will be quite happy to learn of your demise." Well, we could have just teamed up, you know, and done this the easy way. But no, we have to do this the hard way. So, the hard way it is. Did I? Wow. Okay. Reloading time. Well, we know what he says now. And we're going to do this the easy-ish way. He has arrows of detonation. Those are pretty good arrows. I like those. But they're not going to be good enough for the death that's going to be coming towards him in a second here. So I'm going to fireball about there. And fireball about there. And then our main character is going to race in. Oh, bad. Now he's going to race in. Was that a little bit unfair? Maybe. But maybe not. Am I out of fireballs? Oh, that's just disappointing. I must have another wand of fire lying around. Let me see if I can find one. There we go. Perfect. My main character is pretty much immune to fire. Oh. No, Zar, don't die like that again. Okay. Let's try that a little bit better again. Let's try haste first. And then fireball here. And then you will fireball there. And you're going to get ready to move in. All I need to do is kill that one. I don't really care about the rest of them. I'm going to fireball right there. I'm going to try and keep my mages back so that they don't die horribly from detonation arrows, which are quite powerful, I might add. Yes, whatever. We already know what you have to say. Okay. Our main character should, in theory, be able to wipe out the rest of the group without too much trouble. There goes the mage. And we just have Karsten left, actually. So let's see if we can't take him out with some delicious magic missiles, and we are going to
Better be good speak.
pepper him with some arrows as well. There we go. Alright. Group killed. Sort of. Longsword +1. Ring of protection +1. Another ring of protection +1. Arrows of piercing we're going to steal. Also the arrows of detonation we're going to steal. And I don't know what these are, but we're going to grab them. Anything else? Just some wizard's robes. An invisibility spell. And some studded leather +1. Okay, we're gonna come up here, rest again. We have one more small fight, and then it is time to kill Sarevok. I realize this video is the long one, but we're gonna go straight to the end of the game because I don't want to have like a 10-minute video of us just fighting Sarevok. Tomoko says, "Hello again, Ultimar. I fear this time I have not come to speak, and must take up arms against you. You have done what you must, I suppose. Sarevok knows of my treachery, you know. He has forsaken me, left me to die in your path. I must fight to regain his trust, his attention. And so I stand before you, knowing that if I defeat you, he will continue his plans elsewhere, and I shall lose him. And if you defeat me, you shall go on to kill him. He will not yield to either of us. I have no choice. There is always a choice. Do not throw your life away. There may always be a choice. But the choosing has become unbearable. I have but two duties, and both leave me little hope. No, young one, I must face you now. I will not harm you. You are not my enemy. You must. I stand before you. I block your path. I am an obstacle that holds you back. You will free. You will fight me. If you would throw your life away, then you are already dead. If that is your choice, then you do not need me. Oh, you are not so alike after all. He would not have hesitated for an instant. Perhaps it is more than his blood that makes him the way he is. I have been a fool. Go. Your path is clear, and I wish you well. One last word in passing. Beware of the blindness of those who would follow, and the damnable lure of those who would lead. A fool I was, and others are still. Ready yourself for the fire to come. You can kill her, or not, as you choose. I chose not to, just because I didn't really see the point in killing someone like her. She's already pretty much defeated. These arrows of detonation are wicked powerful.
Go on then.
We only have 4 of them. We're also going to give out the arrows of piercing. We need them for this upcoming fight. They are way, way better than our current arrows. Did I not split them up? I guess not. So 22. 22 each should be enough, hopefully, in this fight. We're also going to split up the arrows of dispelling. Where did they go? Biting. Which ones are the arrows of biting? More importantly, where did they go? Did I throw them on the ground or something by accident? Oh, no, they're there. Okay, what do they do? Save versus death. Okay, those are pretty good, but we want the arrows of dispelling. Where are they? Arrows of fire. Arrows of fire. Acid arrows. Arrows of dispelling, where are you? Did I lose my arrows of dispelling somewhere? The most important arrows I can have, and I don't know where they are. Okay, let's find them. Fire, nothing, +1. Not there. 2 ice, 1 fire, arrows of fire. Arrow +1. Oh, they're on my main character, right? I gave them to him. Okay. These are going to be good for killing mages. Damn it, why didn't that split? Okay, well, I'm going to give half of them to you, half of them to Dorn. We do not need non-magic arrows for this fight in any regard at all. Okay, It looks like we should be ready. We're gonna
You are so
quickly cast Stone Skin.
Something troubling.
If our characters end up dying in this, not too worried about it. Not a big deal. Okay. First off,
What need ye dead?
I need another potion of invisibility. And a, no, is it just a cloak of invisibility? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. There are a few traps to get rid of in this place. But most of them are not actually disarmable. So
Me?
you'll see there's going to be a whole bunch in the middle of the room.
Your toil.
Under this, or in this sigil. You cannot disarm those. They are permanently there.
You are indeed
Sarevok says,
No other could have
Oh.
lived to oppose me in person. Of course, it will not matter in the end. Ultimately, I will prevail, and a new era will be born unto the realms.
this part is voice acted. I'm going to say, let's see. By what right do you claim ownership of this new era? What if I intend to take it from you?
Me, face the new Lord of Murder.
You would seek to take my destiny? It is truly divine arrogance you display. You have not the skill or knowledge to steal this future. It was years in the making while you sat cloistered in a foolish library. Simple wars spill countless waves of blood, and no godly wrath is raised. It is but my will that will shape the screams of the dying into the power I seek. You could no more assume my role than I could back away from it. It is fitting, though, that you should try. An ample testament to our bloodline. Face me. Face the new Lord of Murder. Angelo, Tazok, reveal yourselves and let us finish this now. Whoa. It would appear that someone has appeared directly in front of me. I was not anticipating that. Usually they wait. And that is how you take down wizards. Unfortunately now, I don't have a lot to do. Okay. Let's take out this dude.
I will listen for now.
Okay, time to run this dude away. Monteron, please don't die. And I really need to take this guy down before he starts wasting me with more magic. Okay, first one dead. Oh god, these guys are confused, and that is not good. Please let a dispel magic actually work. Of course not. I was not expecting a mage to appear right in front of us. Interesting.
I'll do your toil.
Okay, well, we still have Monteron, so that's something. You can't hide in shadows. Oh, don't run over the... No, that's not good. How did I do damage to him? Oh, well. I think I might die. Yep. Alright. Let's try that whole fight again.
Never loved you?
Okay, so apparently they can see invisibility or something. Wasn't expecting that. In the old game, they did not. So let's try and get rid of some of these traps. And then I'll just prepare for the fight itself, I guess. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much else in the way of traps over on this side, so that one.
Face the new Lord of
Okay. Ah, his instant cast spell, that is just brutal.
Murder. Be direct. Spit it out. Again you disturb me.
Something troubling.
Let's try and take him down fast. Alright,
What was this then?
much better. I have Malison, or whatever it's called, but that's okay. So, quick save. Let's see what else we can do before this fight starts in earnest against Sarevok. We do have those arrows of detonation with both Dorn and Monteron. I'm going to summon some monsters here. Alright. Monteron, can you stealth in here? Excellent. That actually worked. We killed a bunch of bats. Okay, we have Sarevok here now. Sarevok's really the only person we need to kill anyways. So it is time to open up on him. He is barely injured. He has quite a few hit points. Go, main character. It's your destiny to face off against Sarevok. Looks like I'm going to win pretty easily, actually. Come on. Sarevok has fallen. The battle is won. A final save has been created. You can import your character from this save into Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. We killed Sarevok. Now we'll watch the ending cutscene. Is there an ending cutscene? Yes. Welcome back, everybody. After that cutscene, I have one small quibble about that cutscene, I guess, is that he looks like he always does in the game with the spiky armor and, you know, the really cool, you know, fanged helmet type thing. What happens when he takes off his armor? What if he died without that armor on? Would his statue still be wearing that armor? Would it not be wearing that armor? How do they know he would get that armor? It's just kind of a small quibble. Anyways, that is the end of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. We will be doing the Black Pits, but if you are interested more in the storyline and less in my, you know, terrible combat awareness in this game, then you can skip the Black Pits. I will be starting Baldur's Gate 2 shortly after I finish the Black Pits. This is the end of the storyline. We have killed Sarevok, our half-brother, and are now free of his influence. And that's pretty much it. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching, and it was an amazing journey. I learned a lot coming through this game in how to do casting, and so hopefully the next one will be much, much better. This one was more of a proof of concept, I guess. but I had a lot of fun doing it. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. If you want to watch the Black Pits, they will be coming up next. Otherwise, I will see you guys in Baldur's Gate 2.